What's up, YouTube? Tim from Silverstorm Gaming here, and I'm here with
Paulie Aronson.
What did you do, Paulie?
Got 5th place at the Providence Regional today. Last regional of the format. Last day of the format, pretty much. It's just played Pure Zoo. I think is the best deck of the format. I mean, at least for today, definitely I think was the best deck of the format. So yeah, just fairly standard list, but I'm gonna go through it. So 3 wrap here. 1 Third Blade, 3 Whiptail. I was doing 2-2 for a long time. You don't need 3. Like 2-2, I never had a problem without the third one, but I caught a third blade for a third one, so.
Did you ever miss the second third blade?
Today I was a little bit worried about that today. That cause sometimes the 1600's nice, but I didn't. This was fine. I'd probably play the 3-1 again. 3 tops, Tom, and 1 Moonlight for the combo. I almost played the double fusion substitute today, but decided against it. Decided that'd be a little too fancy.
Yeah.
6 hand traps. Because of the fusion combo, you have to play it for the mirror. You don't want to get comboed on and not have a hand trap. Interestingly, I don't think the Crows ever used in that interaction today. It just came up a lot in different matchups actually, like Paleo. I used it on an invocation one time. It actually wasn't too bad. I thought it'd be really underwhelming other than hitting Norden, but it was actually pretty good. And then yeah, Ogre's nice. Spells, 3 Barrage, standard, 3 Tanky, 3 Twin Twister. Twister is really good in the mirror. Like you want to see this card. Like I've been meaning 3 for a couple weeks now. It's really good. Also against Paleo, which it's a relevant matchup. It's really one of the best cards you can have against them, at least game 1. 1 Ryeki, 1 Dark Hole. I was playing 2 for a while, but I cut it to 1 for the Crows, because hand traps were just a little more important than field wipes in the mirror. 1 Fusion Substitute, 1 Upstart. So Upstart, for a long time, you didn't really want to play in Zoo, because a lot of your OTKs are between 8,000 and 9,000, but not over 9,000.
Right.
So the 1,000 can actually be very relevant in this deck. But now that you're doing Fusion combo, like you're going first, and like going second, you probably weren't getting a Gaga Samurai through anyway. Like the inability to OTK necessarily isn't as relevant. You're more just going to be grinding every game. So plus I'm not playing the Kaijus, so it's no slumber OTKs. So Upstart I liked. 3 Barrier, 3 Strike. Some people still aren't playing 3 Strike. I think you definitely want to max out on these. They're like the best traps. They're so good. 1 Warning, 1 Emptiness. A lot of people aren't playing this anymore. I like this a lot. I think it's like in the same category of like there's traps that are worth playing like in the modern day, and there's traps that aren't. Like these are all worth playing, including Emptiness. Like there's not that many that actually are. Like I was looking for something else to play instead of Emptiness. It was like, okay, you could play Mirror Forces, something like that, but I really wanted something like just really disruptive, like that. And Emptiness was good.
How many people were surprised by that?
Yeah, what?
How many people were surprised by that?
Some, like it's not, you don't usually use it as like a blowout where you just like sit on it for a whole game and win. It's more just for like a 1, it's really just a 1-for-1. It's just another like solid 1-for-1 trap like Strike, and it's good. I like it for that. 1 combo. Extra. 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 Emerald. Standard. Bird, Invoker, Gaga Samurai, Castel, and then Norden. I never made this. I've been playing this for like a month, and I think I made it once. You don't need to play this. Then side. So for the side, I played 2 Denko, 2 Decree. Denko, so I didn't want to do 3 Denko. I actually wasn't even sure if I wanted to do any Denko at first. Denko it's a blowout, like in some situations, but it conflicts with your own deck a lot more than people realize. When people just think, oh, you can just side Denko against Paleo and win. It does conflict a lot, but it's still good. So 2-2. So I did kind of almost consider doing Decrees over Denkos, but I ended up splitting it 2-2. So those 3 Iron Walls. 1 matchup I was really concerned about was Infernoid. The lawn mowing decks just have a good, like this deck, I think. This deck beats like I think all the other Zoo variants of like at least within 40 card decks, but like Paleo and lawn mowing are 2 decks that just have a very good matchup against this deck, I think. And so this is just for Infernoid. Like Snow is mainly the card that is the reason why that deck is so like fearsome. an Iron Wall stops snow. For the mirror, 2x Spice the Universe and a Caliuga. A lot of people are doing 3 with Flare and this, but I didn't want to invest that many cards. Like so just these. Some people say this card's so good in the mirror. Others argue that because you can change right to stop it from resolving, it's not that great. I didn't resolve it today, except for once, and it wasn't really necessary at that game. It was more of a win more in that situation. I'm not sure if I would play this again. It's the one. There was one game where I lost. The one match I lost today because I could not resolve this because of Dryden. 3 Chain Disappearance. This card's really good. This is I've resolved this card so many times in the last couple weeks on Rats and Alistairs, and just either one, it's such a blowout. This card is so good. It doesn't necessarily it won't always win you the game, like if you went second and they already have got a bodies on board, but it's still really good. And then 2 Lullaby, another card for going first against pretty much any deck playing Zoo. You're just trying. It's mainly to make Totem Bird with. So the theory behind this card was going first, what are you gonna lose to? Hand traps, but Field Wipes and Twin Twisters are something that I think are problematic. And so I was gonna originally do Starlight Roads, but I realized Starlight Roads, if they're playing 3 Twin Twister and 3 Field Wipes, mathematically it's only gonna be live 60% of the time. Whereas this, if you can activate this and take Terror Top and make Totem Bird, you're essentially playing 2 more Totem Birds in your deck, which can serve the same function as Starlight in that it can negate Twin Twister and Field Wipes, which are the problem cards. The other problem cards going first are hand traps, but again, even if they have a hand trap, it loses to Maxi. That's the one weakness of this card. It's very you do not want them to chain Maxi to a Lullaby, opening play. That's the worst thing. But other than that, it's a really good card. And then yeah, that's it. So
what were your matchups like?
My matchups were round 1 was an Invoke deck. I've played Invoke 12 times now in tournament matches over the last few weeks, the ARG and the regional and locals. I haven't lost to it out of any of those 12 matches. So I think that's just that meta deck that's that just actually you just beat when you play it. It's not actually shouldn't be in the meta. I don't know. I don't think Invoke's that good. But I played that round 1. Round 2 I played a 60 card Metal Foe Zoodiac. We drew. That was a very interesting deck. He was not playing Lawn Mowing. He was just playing 60 with Metal Foe Zoo. Round 3, we drew. Round 3, I played a mirror, won the mirror. Round 4, I played a Ghost Strick Paleozoic deck, and almost drew again because it just took so long to play against. But I ended up winning that match. And then round 5 was, I think, I don't remember what round 5 was. Round 6 was I played it. Can't remember exactly the middle of rounds, but I played another mirror round 7. That was my one loss. That was the game 2 where I could not resolve Universe. I couldn't draw a monster and couldn't resolve Universe. And then game 3, I didn't draw any traps, and he went. I went to play my combo. He went Maxi. I went Totem Bird Dryden. He went Slumber. I gave a Totem Bird. He went Chalice Totem Bird. I went Chain Dryden on Totem Bird, so that Totem Bird would still resolve and Chalice wouldn't resolve, and I would negate Slumber. He went Chain My Body on Dryden, so everything resolved. The Slumber went through, and then he summoned Rat and did the Slumber OTK. And I was like, okay, so that was my one loss. And then round 8 was a Spiral deck that was shotgunning second, a Kaiju Spiral deck. I have no idea what happened there. It was a friend of mine. His deck was really cool, but I'm not sure what it was. I didn't get to see, I guess, what it was supposed to do. So that was my matchups. Overall, I think the deck was solid. I think if you play it well, I think Pure is just if you play the deck properly and you play Pure, I think it's just a really strong deck. Lawn Mowing and Paleozoic are issues. I played one Paleozoic as well today, a 60 card. That was one of the other matchups. That was a good match, but I did end up winning that. It was extremely close though. It came down to a dark hole. But yeah, so I think this was the best deck, and going into the new format, we'll see what happens. I think Pure, it now is a 2-card combo deck going into the new format rather than 1-card combo deck. So it still can do the same combos as before, which is good, but it can't going second. You can't just. Every single card isn't a threat that guarantees a bait. You're gonna have to invest more to do one combo. So going second is gonna be a lot weaker, and going first it's gonna be more vulnerable to not opening to bricks, to not opening the right number of combo pieces. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I'm excited for the new format. And yeah, today was the last day of the old one. So yeah.
Any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to my team, Card Guys, and shout out to my friend Eric. He bought this pad for me. I was about to buy it, and he was like, "I got you covered." That was pretty cool. So thanks to him for that. And yeah, that's it. Shout out to my locals, Fire and Dice Games in Connecticut and Gamers Gambit, Connecticut. That's it.
Congratulations on the top.
Thank you.
Thanks for the deck profile. It's Tim signing out, guys.